So the media is lying to us, crypto influencers are misleading us, and we're throwing away some fantastic opportunities to build generational level wealth. In today's video, we're going to take a look at Cardano, Bitcoin, and the crypto market, looking at some of these myths, unpicking and looking at the most important stuff that you need to be aware of if you're investing and want to be successful in crypto. Let's do it. So we're going to start here. We're going to have a read of what Charles has posted most recently. Never in my career have I ever seen such profound disconnect between reality and opinion with the crypto influencers and media perception of Cardano versus actual fundamentals of Cardano, right? Not his words. I've kind of put my own little spin on what he's trying to say here. We're on the verge of the most significant hard fork in the history of the project. Tons of community dApps are growing rapidly, and we are leading the industry in scaling R&D. Rare Evo is going to be a huge event. The Foundation Summit, huge, and they will be at the token 2049. The Hydra technology is maturing, and you've got the likes of 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘 and tons of community events, Catalyst, and other consensual conversation stuff going on surrounding Argentina. But look, I've touched on this a little bit already in previous videos. There's a lot of negative press, and that's how I've termed it, in previous videos, where they're telling you that Cardano's dying, they're telling you it's a ghost chain, they're telling you that, you can't get listed on exchanges. And don't get me wrong, things are a little bit, harder when it comes to exchange listings. It's a different technology. Not all exchanges support the technology. But actually, you can see that there are Cardano native projects on exchanges. So it's not like it can't be done. What I would say is there's a lot of, bickering within the ecosystem itself. There's a lot of projects that will mislead investors, in my opinion, that they can't get exchange listings because it's Cardano, rather than telling the truth, and it's just that actually the project's really small. They don't have enough funds to pay for exchange listings and stuff like that. I mean, just to list on, say, 𝗕𝗪𝗀𝗃, for example, is going to be around $60,000. So look, that's a lot of money for some really, small startups that, don't have that sort of amount of capital spare. So, it's about where you want to deploy your capital in order to be successful. So, there's a lot of misleading stuff being said, not just by crypto influencers, the media, but also, some of the native projects on Cardano as well. Like, they seem to not get, acknowledged. So, what I mean? Like, they don't get called out. Charles won't call out, or hasn't called out, native projects on Cardano that are bickering as well. So look, I just want to be quite clear on how I view the situation. I think Cardano is like a massive underdog, perceptionally, from the media, from crypto influencers, from institutions, or institutional investors, and it's not the real reality. The real reality is fundamentally it's a fantastic project that will be around for a long time, completely aligned to what Charles is saying here. But it's not so seen that way. If big money couldn't get in at the very start, at the earliest point, like Solana, you're not hearing the same things about Solana. And, if you take a closer look at Solana, and again, it's just my opinion, like it had lots of downtime. It's really just shitcoin city, really, like, building on Solana, and, a few projects, with, real world utility, some great tech, starting to launch on there. But, primarily a lot of the volume is just in shitcoins, right? With no real value, just speculation. So, you're not hearing negativity around Solana and that aspect of things. And that's mainly because you've got big money investors that got in really, really earlier and heaps of profit, and, are trying to push that price up. So yeah, it's interesting times. Cardano for me is massively undervalued. And yeah, I think it's going to go on to do really well with the big upgrades that we've been talking about on this channel. We got Cardano remains bullish. Again, it is really interesting. We are expecting some price discovery. We are expecting some moves to the upside. It's increased less than 1%. For me, it's just a matter of time before we get a breakout. I was saying to expect a breakout for Bitcoin. We got that. I think we probably could go up to around 73, 74,000, maybe set a new all-time high for Bitcoin. I'm expecting some moves for Cardano shortly. The fact that it hasn't moved that much already is just a really good opportunity, in my opinion. Whenever we've seen these big upgrades, we've always seen price discovery in the lead up to the upgrade. So I think this will be no different. We've got 3 brilliant reasons to buy Cardano before it's a hard fork. We've got climate friendly, it's speed and cheap transactions, and it's peer reviewed. And look, the peer reviewed things might slow down the development, but then you don't get what you get with Solana and other blockchains being, downtime and all that sort of nonsense, right? The crypto market is up 0.33% by market cap at $2.63 trillion. Bitcoin at 70,874, down 0.17%. Again, expecting this to just climb later today. We've got Ethereum at 3,853, up 1.68%. And we've got Cardano down in 10th again. A bit of a battle going on between TON and ADA. It's at 45 cent 9. It's down 0.45% at the time of recording. So expecting things to change significantly for Cardano, expecting it to, potentially start to move back up the charts shortly. 100% of Bitcoin long-term hodlers are now in profit as Bitcoin crossed $71,000. Again, really positive news to see. We've got Bitcoin options positioned for potential price breakout above 74K this month. I've talked about this. We were expecting this month to be, at least for the first 3 weeks, a really positive month for the crypto space. And, if we can break out and, achieve higher prices, then that's going to be great. And everything is kind of pointing that way at the moment. We got Bitcoin miners' attractive power contracts are potential M&A targets, according to JP Morgan. So really positive stuff there. And we've got more than 1 trillion Bitcoin DeFi opportunities, decentralized finance coming to Bitcoin, and it could be huge. I completely agree. It could be really, really big. I think what we really do want to see is we want to see, ETFs for some of the Bitcoin projects that are launching, the ecosystem. But, I've talked about this many times. I think people trying to, tell you that it's not worth investing in Cardano and various other altcoins are really doing so because there will potentially be some spot ETFs for the likes of XRP, Cardano, Solana, and various others. And, it's just a matter of time before the prices of these assets really do increase significantly. So, again, time will tell whether we're right or whether we're wrong. But this is, potentially huge opportunities. I would go as far as saying DeFi on Ethereum as well could just be monstrous. We got crypto's largest privacy battle. The SEC's cat is out of the bag. So this is the largest database of securities transactions ever, represented a massive step forward, unchecked government surveillance. Crypto law experts are basically talking about it in this article. They're talking about basically the surveillance tool that the SEC have now got is looking at all the transactions of US citizens. It is monstrous, right? And this is the world we're starting to live in. Everything is under the microscope, and you're not going to be able to get away without paying tax and all that sort of stuff. You're just best off paying it and just getting it all done properly. What I would say is privacy, compliant privacy is going to be a monstrous sector. Now, I've got an immense track record of calling out stuff like this. The predictions are just immense. They're all coming to fruition, and I don't think this will be anything different. But compliant privacy, the likes of Midnight, Galactica, and various others, they do, I guess, propose a really, really good potential for investment, right? Because you do need compliant privacy to bring in businesses, banking, health sectors, and so on. So a lot to be said for that. And, again, just super, super exciting. Staying on adoption of cryptocurrency, we've got Coinbase launches smart wallet and hopes to address crypto pain points. With this, they're going to be using the likes of face recognition, like what you get with, you can unlock your phone and all that nonsense, your fingerprint stuff. Making it very easy to onboard non-techie individuals into crypto. And this is definitely something that is needed in crypto. Whether it really needs to be through Coinbase, personally, I think it needs to be, a self-custody proposed giant that I think is kind of just picked to be successful, and probably absorbing all your data. I don't know. But yeah, look, I'm not keen on, the likes of Coinbase and these big entities being the ones. But that is where we're sat right now. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you don't miss a video. Catch you in the next one. Take care.